Here's a little information on the tomatoes that we started for our rootstock. You guys who picked up plants might have a couple of these. There's two different dates you'll see. Most of the plants you see on this tray were started March 27th. So again, you can see some of the different plants that you might have. On this side is the rootstock, and you will notice that the leaves look a little different. This doesn't look like your average tomato. Whereas over here, this is our carbon tomato, and over here is our Muscovich. Again, that's a little bit in the shade, so I'll try to get you a feel for that. That's much more typical of a plant that you might expect a little seedling tomato to look like. So what you're gonna do when you're deciding on time to do your grafting, you're gonna kind of size up a plant. Here's a really nice rootstock plant. This is our Estamino. Estamino, I'm going to look at the stem size, and then I'm going to try to balance that stem size. It's a little hard to do with one hand, as I always tell you. Okay, I'm going to balance that stem size with one that might be really nice on the same stem size. So here is essentially started only 3 days later, but here you can kind of see, here's a little carbon tomato. Oops, I apologize. There we go. So here's our carbon, and here's our Estamino. And what I want you to notice is the two stem sizes are really close, so these would be a good match for grafting. And that's what I want you to start to do, is to look at what you got. The size of these, being about this big, is actually a pretty nice size to consider grafting. So I'll give you a better picture on the scale. Remember, that's a 2.5-inch pot. I'm trying to find a place where you can see it. 2.5-inch pot. You can say you've got some true leaves coming up. This down here is the cotyledon. We're going to work below that for the rootstock, and above it we're going to cut to match for the graft. So we'll just keep showing you some of those pictures to sort of check that out. If you're interested in grafting soon, these plants are really in a pretty good stage, and if yours at home are significantly smaller, I think a lot of you who started seeds might not have much to work with yet, but you could come and pick up a couple extra plants if you wanted to try grafting sooner, meaning this week after we talk about it. So again, I'll talk about that in class, but I just thought I'd show you in this little video how to sort of size up and determine what plants work good for your match, for your rootstock. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.